Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria and I am doing 31 days of Halloween. Yesterday, I don't know if you noticed, but in my cat/tiger video, I didn't say that I was doing 31 days of Halloween because I said I'm doing 30 days of Halloween for some reason. And I kind of wish I just left that in and let you guys laugh at me. But anyways, today is going to be one of those like transformation makeups. I kind of did it like with the pumpkin where like one side is kind of like being ripped away into like a pumpkin. I did it with the 1920s versus 2020s where like one side is the 2020s and it's kind of taking over the 2020 side, or vice versa, can go either way. One of my subscribers, Julie Annie, suggested doing something like that, where it's kind of like my face is like a mask and parts of it are broken or something like that, and something underneath it is like scary. And another subscriber, Samantha Garcia, also suggested a zombie. And I kind of did want to do a zombie look, so I figured this would be like the perfect combination of the two. So there's something scary underneath the mask of me is a zombie. So we're gonna kind of do that today. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this side. This side is gonna be the full glam, like normal-ish makeup. And I have to say that I actually really enjoy like doing these types of Halloween makeup like looks because it kind of gives me like a sense of normalcy. I'm going to be using the Pumpkin Spice by Too Faced and the Pat McGrath Celestial Divinity palette. So I'm going to start with the shade You Spicy, which is like this pink color in the Pumpkin Spice palette. I'm just applying that to my outer corner of my crease. Now I'm going to take the shade Love You a Latte, which is like this light mauve, and I'm going to use that to blend that out even more. Now I'm going to take the shade Venomous Void, which is like this matte purple, and I'm going to use that to like really deepen the crease. Okay, so now I'm going to clean up my crease. So for the first part of that, I'm going to use the shade Cosmic from the Celestial Divinity palette. It's like a pink and gold shimmer, so it's got like a pink and gold shift. And for that second part, I'm going to use this pink purplish shimmer, also from that palette. It is the shade Odyssey. And I'm gonna lightly go over that shade with this more purpley magenta. It's like a little bit like of a vibrant color, a little bit more vibrant. It is the shade Electron. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with that matte Venomous Void shade. And of course, I'm gonna do a winged liner. Okay, so now I'm going to apply my foundation. I'm gonna do it all over my face because the section that I'm gonna do zombie, it's not gonna be like the whole half of my face. It's going to be like a section on this half, if that makes sense. So the rest of like the outside is still going to be like my normal skin. So I'm gonna apply foundation all over. And I'm just gonna like go over my eyebrow. I'm not gonna block out my eyebrow today. It's still gonna kind of be there, just kind of like, just with makeup over it. And when I do my concealer, I'm gonna clean up the edge underneath that wing. I am not gonna bother putting concealer on that side. Okay, and I'm gonna take that matte purple from the Pat McGrath palette, the Venomous Void. So for my inner corner and my brow bone, I'm going to use this like pink shimmer from the Pumpkin Spice palette. It is the shade Oh My Gourd. I'm going to bronze, blush, and highlight on this side. I'm gonna do a little bit on this side. Now I'm gonna put on some lashes. Okay, so for my lips, I'm going to outline them with, or I'm gonna outline this side with this lip liner from NYX. It's the shade Sand Beige. And for the lipstick, I'm going to use the shade Trust Issues, which is like a really like dark purpley mauve from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Okay, so now I'm gonna start outlining the shape of like the opening that I want for the zombie. So first I'm gonna do kind of like a general shape very lightly with an eyebrow pencil, and then I'm gonna go over it with black liner. So this is like a general shape, and I'm gonna start to outline it, and when I do, I'm gonna like create cracks, if that makes sense. Okay, now I'm gonna start drawing like the cracks that like expand from this. Kind of also drawing little tiny ones that kind of like spider out from it, from like the main cracks. Okay, now I'm going to paint the inside like what color of the zombie that I want. I'm thinking like a grayish with a little bit of like green, very like sickly. So I am gonna mix some black, white, and green. So I kind of have like this color going on. I think I'm gonna start with that. And I'm gonna get like as close as I can to all the little like details on the cracks. I'm not gonna worry too much about it because I am gonna go in with some more black and like create like a shadowing effect so it looks like it's really like on top of the zombie skin. Now I'm mixing in more black and green, and I'm not really mixing in any more white. I want it to be a little bit darker, and I'm gonna like just kind of go with that color underneath my eyes, or all over my eyes actually. A little bit with that dark shade in other areas. Now I'm just gonna take like any black eyeshadow. I'm gonna use the one in the Morphe Hit the Lights palette, and I'm really gonna highlight, or I guess emphasize, bags under my eyes. I'm just gonna take that like all around like my eye socket basically. And I'm even gonna go back in with like a small amount of white paint directly like right in between my lower lash line and where I drew like this like dark under circle, just to kind of like highlight it. Now I really want like the immediate eye area to be really black, so I'm gonna take a lot of like eyeliner and black paint. So that was black paint, and I'm gonna go in with black eyeshadow just to make it even darker. So now I am going to be using some fake blood and then some latex. I'm going to create like a little like cut on my cheek, make it very bloody. I'm starting off with my Ben Nye liquid latex. So I'm just adding a layer of latex where I want that cut to go. And I'm taking a thin piece of tissue, just ripping away any excess. And I'm gonna take another layer on top and adding another layer of tissue. And now I'm gonna do one more layer of latex. Now I'm going to let that dry, and then once it's done, I'm gonna go over it with that same grayish paint. I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'm going to take these little like thread scissors, and I'm going to cut across the top layer of that. The layers are pretty thick, and these are pretty rounded. They're not like too sharp, so I'm not really worried about like cutting myself. So pretty much cut that opening, Now I'm going to take my Bruise and Abrasions color wheel from Ben Nye. I'm going to use like this darker purple shade. Maybe add a little bit of like this brighter red, but because I'm like a zombie and I'm already like decaying, I don't want it to be too bright. I'm gonna paint the inside. I think I'm gonna also go in with some black. I'm coloring like the inside of like those flaps. Now I'm going to take some fake blood. I'm gonna kind of take that around the edges of that as well. On my lips, I'm going to make them like dark and black, but I'm also going to add some fake blood around it. First going in with some of that like dark red makeup, and then I'll put the blood. I think I'm going to do a little bit up here, so going with that dark red makeup and adding a little bit of blood on top of that. I think I'm going to draw like a little black line on top of that, so it kind of looks like an opening. Also going to add like little veins around my eye, very, very lightly with my black liner. Now I'm going to start making the like cracks and edges look a little bit more realistic. So I'm going to go in with my black eyeliner and black eyeshadow. Now I'm going to take some black eyeshadow and kind of blend out all those black edges. Now I'm going to take my white eyeliner and kind of go on some of the outside cracks. So now I'm pretty much done. I'm going to add in that white contact. I don't think I'm going to do like lashes on that side. I'll put some mascara on, but I don't think I'll put like any like lashes on. And I will be right back. So I got my contact in, and I think I need to darken up the nose. And also I want to kind of create like a hollow piece right here, so it kind of looks like gaunt, if that's like the word. So I'm just going in with some black on the nose, fading it out. I think I'm gonna go like dark underneath my lips a little bit more too. Kind of taking a little bit of like a lighter white gray, lightly going on top and a little bit underneath. And this is my finished zombie look. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm happy that I got to work with like some special effects makeup. But yes, this is day 21. This is the end of the third week of 31 days of Halloween. We have 10 days left, and I've got a lot planned. For the 31st, for Halloween, I am actually going to be doing a couple look with my husband. I have something in mind. We started getting like our costumes and stuff together and planning it out, so I'm really, really excited about that. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this look. I really, really enjoy, like I said, like the transformation makeups where like one side or pieces of like your face or like normal. I am going to be doing one more look kind of like in this realm where like one area is like transforming into the next, and it is another request from somebody else. I think I'm gonna do that the day after tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the 3 different random Disney looks, and they are pretty random, I think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, and before I forget, the winner of the Hocus Pocus palette was announced. It was Kelly Disney Nerd here on YouTube. So yay, congratulations. I will be doing another giveaway very, very soon. I think at the beginning of November. And I thought I'd ask you guys what new or like upcoming palettes or collections would you like to possibly see in the next giveaway? Definitely let me know in the comments. And that is all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.